Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Baxter, and we are back with day 2 of elimination and substitution. Remember, we know how to solve 2 linear equations by graphing, and yesterday we covered substitution, where we would replace one equation in for another. But today we're going to talk about elimination, and this one hopefully is going to go pretty quickly. The goal here is to get rid of one of the variables, so either x or by getting rid of y by adding both of the equations together. So sometimes it's necessary to change the look of one or both of the equations through multiplication in order to eliminate a variable. I don't have an example here of that, but you may see it on your homework. So when you get to there, make sure you ask me how to do that, okay? So I may come back here and try to find an example to show you before we go. All right, so to solve a system of equations by elimination, I love it because all we need to do is add these 2 equations together. All right, when we do that, this one is set up so nice and simply for us, where if you look at your x's right here, we can easily eliminate them. Negative x and positive x is equal to 0. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to cross those out, and now I'm just going to combine like terms. So 2y plus 6y is 8y. Plus negative 8 plus negative 16 is negative 24. Now, we've got to get y by itself. Divide by 8, and y is equal to negative 3. Yay! That's awesome right there. Okay, so now all we need to do is we plug in our y into either equation, because remember, it doesn't matter which one, they both share the same point. So their y and their x are going to be the same. So let's plug it in to the top equation, and I have negative x plus 2. Watch what I do here. I'm going to plug our y in right there, and is equal to negative 8. And as I go through and solve, I'm going to now add my 6's. And I'm left with negative x is equal to negative 2. Now, as you can remember, we cannot have a negative x. We're dividing by negative 1, right? Those cancel out, and x is equal to 2. Okay, so remember, I don't want you to leave it in this form. You need to make sure you're doing your ordered pairs. X was 2, and y was negative 3. Ta-da, all done. Now you're done. All right, let's look at number 4. This problem is a little bit trickier, but not so much so that we can't just straight up add these 2 together, because this time you're going to notice that these 2 will cancel out from each other. All right, so let's go ahead and add them together. 11x minus 5x is 6x. Negative 3y and positive 3y cancel out, and we're left with negative 6. Let's divide and get x by itself. X is equal to negative 1. All right, if you remember, now what are we going to do from here? We're going to plug in our negative 1 into one of these equations. Let me think here which one. Kind of doesn't matter. I'm going to just go ahead and do the top equation. So let's do 11 times negative 1 plus 3y is equal to 1. I'm left with negative 11 plus 3y is equal to 1, plus 11 plus 11. 3y is equal to 12. Let's divide by 3. And y is equal to 4. All right, last but not least, let's put them in an ordered pair. X is negative 1, y is 4. And there you have your solution for this system of linear equations. All right, so go ahead and start on the homework. If you have any questions, let me know. And we can cover how to do any multiplication if we find that. Okay. Hold on a second. I think I have the homework here. Let me look really quick. This is solving by substitution. Here's an elimination problem. If you need to pause the video and grab the homework and then come back and get this, by all means do so. But let me peek and see if I have a nice one here. All right, here I've got a good one. Should we do a doubler? How about this one? We'll do number 9 together. Okay, so number 9. This one is not so nice and easy peasy, is it? Because we can't tell what it is that we need to be multiplying, or how we can add or subtract one of these out. Obviously, -3 and 8 can't subtract out, and -y and 4y can't subtract out. The thing I think I'm gonna do here though, to make it nice and easy, because we just have -y here, and we have a positive, those will easily add up if we multiply this top equation by 4. Okay, so you can make yourself a little note here, and we're gonna rewrite this. So essentially I'm gonna just distribute, okay, and multiply all of these by 4. So my new equation, let's write it just below it, is gonna be -12x minus 4y equal to, I believe that's -60. And now we can add these two together, because now you can see these two will eliminate from each other. All right, so let's cross that out. -12 plus 8 is -4x is equal to -12. Let's divide by 4. X is equal to 3. Okay, so that's the only little piece there that you need to switch out. Now, here's the trick. When you multiply or plug in your x, pick an original equation. Don't use this one, okay? It's gonna be yucky, all right? So either pick this original equation or this original equation to plug into. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one because it's nice and sweet and simple. And let's do -3 times our x, right, which is 3, minus y equals -15. Okay, now I have -9 minus y equals -15. These cancel out. -y is equal to -6. And once again, I'm going to divide by my -1s. Y is equal to 6. Your final answer, 3, 6. All right, hopefully that helps when it comes to making two equations where you can eliminate by getting rid of one of the variables here, where we did this and we multiplied by 4. On this one, I'm going to give you a hint on number 10. You're going to need to multiply this equation and this equation, okay? Notice you have 2 and 5 here and 7 and 2 here. I'm going to recommend that you multiply them by 5 and 2. So the top equation you're going to multiply by 5, and the bottom equation you're going to multiply by 2. And what's going to happen is these two are going to turn to 10x, and this is going to turn into 10x. Let's make this -2, all right? That way you'll have 10x and -10x, and these will cancel out. And then you'll just have to add your equations from there, okay? All right, hopefully that's helpful. Good luck. I'm sure you guys will do great. If you have any questions, let me know.